Alright, we are back with Sly 3, Chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I keep calling these chapters, but they always call them episodes.
Control towers, radio.
After a careful analysis of Dr. M's fortress, Bentley came to the difficult conclusion that his demolition skills just weren't going to be enough. If we wanted to get inside the Cooper vault, we'd have to recruit a full-time demolition specialist. However, Bentley's proposed candidate was a shock. My old enemy, the Panda King.
What?
Yep. Thought that Mugshot would be the only one from Sly 1.
Yeah. I wonder if they imagined only 3 games to come out. That's kind of messed up.
From the Thieves raccoonus. Eventually, I caught up with him, and I claimed back what he had stolen. There was no way I was gonna let that monster on my team, but Bentley was firm. He discovered the Panda King had left his life of crime and was now a monk living the life of quiet meditation high up in the mountains.
That's good. Question mark. I mean,
I wasn't at all convinced, but there was no denying that he had the skills we needed if we were to succeed.
ha!
So the gang packed up.
Nice.
put on our disguises,
That's fun.
and headed east.
I love it. Murray is like a redneck trucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, so looks like we want the Panda King.
That sounds like a ligma. Like a hidden ligma. Well, it's 29 degrees out right now. So I have
this area is
yeah.
appropriate.
I have some hot cocoa and a white chocolate with strawberry nuts. What do you call these things? Truffle? Yeah, I think truffle.
Stay sharp, team. For all we know, the Panda King's just as dangerous as ever.
How can you say that? Just look at him. Have you ever seen someone more at peace with the world?
I'll admit, he does look kinda zenned out.
Mr. King? Honorable Panda King, we humbly wish to speak with you.
Nope.
I guess he doesn't want to talk. Sorry, Bentley. Let's go.
Be realistic, Sly. He's clearly in a deep meditative trance. It'll take some doing, but I think I see a way to get the team up to his shrine.
Good. The walk up here tired me out. I don't want to turn around now. Man, I miss the van. We never had to walk anywhere back then.
Okay. Let's just get this over with.
Murray, you're up first. If you can get to the top of that pillar, you should be able to use your ball move to bounce all the way up to the Panda King.
Okay, bouncing is a lot easier than more walking. Seriously, you guys want to see my blisters?
Ugh.
No way. Is he serious?
Remember, Murray, we got a girl on the team now.
Yeah, okay, master.
I mean, they'd be feet
Bouncing,
blisters, but
pillars,
yeah.
Piece of cake.
I hear that. Sometimes you've got to be firm.
No, seriously. Was he for real about the blisters? Cause, I don't know, it's yeesh.
So this is an interesting little area that you can never come back to after this mission.
Oh, okay. Well, this ball is reminding me to put this ball in my cocoa and melt it. Oh, it's everywhere.
Aw.
Well, everywhere on my hand. You ever had a hot cocoa bomb? They're really fun.
I think I have.
I don't want to know how often I've talked about food stuff on these parts. I feel like I'm resident fat ass over here, but what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm in position.
That was fast.
Penelope, you're up next. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Sly could jump onto small points. Those bamboo shoots would be an ideal means of ascent if they weren't spaced so far apart.
Hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out for myself.
Her voice sounds
It's,
familiar.
Got to do with the ice.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
clearly we
not
need
sure I've ever
more
looked
points
up
in
her
order for
voice
Sly to
actress.
ascend. The problem? Where we're going to get them. The answer? Split each chute down the middle, thereby doubling the points of ascension. However, the ice down there appears too thin to walk on, so there's no way to do it by hand. So, I'll need to use my lightweight remote control car to split the trees first.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, that's it.
So it's not just
Exactly.
helicopters, huh?
Great! Anything for Sly.
No, she's got also got this little RC car that you saw blink into existence a bit ago.
Watch out, Bentley.
Good thing I installed a turret on this little lady.
Yeah, it was implied in the earlier cutscene that she's looking at Sly right now.
Oh. I like the flower on the end of the antenna. That's a fun touch.
One tree left.
Yeah, it's nice.
I wish phone charms didn't fall out of fashion.
There you go, Sly.
I think they might still be in fashion in Japan.
Oh, they very much are.
Thanks. It looks great.
My pleasure. Really. Anytime.
Sly, isn't it time you climbed up there and joined Murray?
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry, Bentley. I know enough about raccoons and turtles to know that you have it for sure. Okay, I will not elaborate.
So I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but out of all of the characters in Sly 4, like, most of them are either out of character or get screwed over by the narrative. Penelope is probably the worst handled.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Whack the supports up on those pinwheels.
I thought the game was all about time
Pinwheel
travel.
destabilization
It
the
is.
cornerstone
That
of
doesn't
this
prevent
plan.
Penelope from being mishandled.
Right, I just didn't expect
Jump into my
anybody
hand and I'll throw you up
to
there.
make a return that wasn't the main three. I figured it was
I mean,
just...
it's set after. I think the Guru doesn't show up, but Penelope does.
I see. Did you ever play through 4?
Once,
I'm all done.
and that was enough for me.
Excellent. Now that the pinwheels are unstable, I just need to light them up with my darts. One shot per rocket should do the trick.
It's a good thing this Rube Goldberg setup is conveniently ready to go.
Yeah, and each character gets to contribute one thing to it. Which is like it's the only time that really happens in this game where at the beginning of the chapter, we have a little thing at the start where everyone has to contribute.
Yeah, that stuff seems pretty backloaded. I wasn't paying attention. Why are we doing this?
Bentley has not yet explained.
I see.
Those pinwheels are about to go. Guru, feel up for a challenge?
As if there aren't enough comparisons to Spyro, you'll see another one in a second.
Persuade the guards to help you get up to those rockets.
Horny, scaly daddy dragons?
Not quite.
I like the fact that apparently a lot of furries worked on the remake and it shows.
Oh, jeez, do you see the
That
one
was-
girl's redesign? I was referring to this specifically.
Oh. I'm not familiar enough with anything past Sly 1, unfortunately.
Spyro 1, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a staple of Spyro, or the
Yeah.
red fireworks let
No,
them off
it's
and
fun.
they go in crazy patterns.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of the kangaroo girl.
Strong work. That fallen pinwheel should serve as an excellent makeshift elevator.
This is
I was
very...
actually thinking more of the
Oh.
fawn from Sly 2.
Oh.
Or Spyro 2.
That's who I was picturing. But there is a kangaroo, isn't there?
In Spyro 3, yeah.
Ah, yes. This is very Dragon Roost Isle. At least a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
So this is a pretty interesting segment right here.
I agree. He's in a super meditative state.
So let's just shout in his ear.
Now, to break him out of this trance, we'll need to delve into his mind.
A hacksaw then?
No, it'll require channeling. Sly, sit beside the Panda King. The Guru will bridge your minds.
When I killed your father, Sly, he screamed just like this. Oh, gosh.
You can see the Guru's head get really small because he's in the middle of his transforming animation.
That's funny.
They cut it just a little too late.
That's interesting that they, like, tied that stuff together.
I see you carry the cane of the notorious Cooper thief clan. Have you come here for revenge? To steal back the Thieves raccoonus?
Whoa. This is just like the time I beat the stuffing out of you.
Why should you?
These are the exact lines he says before his boss fight in Sly 1.
I see.
You are a thief, just like me.
Yeah, are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Insolent child, you shall pay dearly for your disrespect. Still, to honor your Cooper ancestry, I will send you to your doom with the beauty of my new firework technique. Flame Fool.
Uh-oh.
And now we have a direct remake of his boss fight from the first game.
I like when games do that. It's fun.
Fiery wheel. Fiery wheel.
However, notably, his design here is different than it was in Sly 1. In 1, his mouth was like super wide and looked monstrous. Here he looks a lot more normal.
You ever mess with the game Psychonauts?
Snap out of it. This
I
is
have
all in
not.
your head.
My mind is clear, focused on your destruction.
Oh. If there was
Little
ever
dialogue choice here.
If there was ever a time to dress up and drag like Bugs Bunny, it's now. Okay. So, make him sad. I bet
You
it's...
know how this'll end. I've already beat you once. I can do it again.
This was to threaten him.
No defeat. I am unbeatable.
At this point, when this fight originally happened, he is correct.
Fiery wheel. Fiery wheel.
I'm getting Donkey Kong Jungle Beat flashbacks.
Yeah, all these moves are exactly the same as in the first game, and the frequency at which he uses them seems to be the same too.
Look, I'm here to help you, to get your mind out of this rut.
If you truly wish to aid me, stand still and let my fireballs cook your flesh.
So what's interesting is that you can give the correct response right off the bat, and that ends the fight, but every wrong one requires you to do more of it.
It's interesting because I assume you can get this health bar to like empty.
Not quite. We only have 2 more options, so...
I see. Be interesting to see what
You're
happens.
just a frustrated firework artist turned homicidal pyromaniac.
Am I? Am I? Let us find out.
Once again, that was a line from Sly 1.
But yeah, like, it would be interesting to see if somebody could hack the game to do more damage, to see if there's a fail-safe, if that health bar diminishes enough.
Yeah.
Thunder.
This guy's built like Kingpin.
We both know why you're here. You're fixated on the moment of your greatest defeat. I beat you, and forever after you've wondered how it all fell apart.
I hate you, Sly Cooper. You've ruined me. Ruined the Panda King.
And I've hated you, but that doesn't make any of this real. Years have passed, and we've both changed. Come out of this trance. Let's meet each other as we are today, and let go of who we were when this fight occurred.
You are correct. Forgive me. My mind is not always my own.
I love that exchange.
Yeah, that's good.
The Panda King wasn't any more excited about the notion of him joining the gang than I was. If it weren't for the Guru, who for some reason really hit it off with the old guy, the whole deal would have been a bust. We could see the anger in the Panda King's eyes as he recounted how he lost a member of his own family. A daughter who was abducted by a powerful general from the northern mountains. She was to be the bride in a forced marriage to this unscrupulous ruler, and Panda King was exiled. We agreed to help him recover his lost daughter in exchange for his skills in the Cooper Vault job. I still wasn't convinced this was a good idea, but a deal's a deal.
It's a win-win for the Panda King, because he both gets to save his daughter and touch something the old gang could only dream of, you know? Because they wanted, I don't know, they wanted Sly's stuff, right?
Clockwork wanted to prove that he was the greatest thief and was jealous of the Cooper's reputation. And it should also be pointed out that, yes, Panda King was involved in the operation that killed Sly's family, but we don't know if he was down with the murder.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Clockwork himself who did the deed.
Kept against her will by this man, General Tsao.
It's a big chicken, I tell you.
Key to this guy. During surveillance, I actually witnessed him kick a puppy. He plans on forcing Jing King to marry him next Saturday. Clearly, time is of the essence. Here's the plan. First, I'll approach Tsao in disguise.
That's a good disguise.
And attempt to get hired as his wedding planner. Hopefully, with a man on the inside, we'll get some news on Jing King. Still, we need more information. Two of us will need to work together to steal a pair of twin keys and break into Tsao's house of business. Once inside, I'll need to utilize some new technology to circumvent their ultra-tight security. Finally, thanks to Penelope's air sweeps, we've picked up an unusual radio signature out in the water. Someone will need to go eyeball the anomaly and figure out what it is. We can't leave anything up to chance here, or Jing King lives unhappily ever
It's a
after.
nuclear submarine. Now we'll see.
I just love how they have a chicken villain, and he's straight up named General Tsao.
Yes, that's great.
So yeah, in case you missed it, Panda King's daughter is named Jing King. And you see that I once again grinded for coins off screen.
Good. So, you know, you would think that a team of extremely talented thieves would have a lockpicking guy.
Sly can kind of do that.
No,
But yeah, there's a lot of collecting keys to open locks.
because not all lockpicking is created equal, sure, but I've learned a little bit about it because it seems like a cool skill that I would never use in an illegal way. Yeah, rocket boots. Oh yeah, so there was Po from Kung Fu Panda at the Macy's Day Parade. I guess there's going to be a fourth movie.
Huh. I don't think I've even seen the second.
Oh, really?
I think I was getting a little old for DreamWorks movies by the time it happened.
You know, that's the funny thing. DreamWorks movies kind of grew up with their audience, more or less, because Kung Fu Panda 2 is very dark and very, like, it is does not feel like a kiddie movie at all.
It's honestly the Kung Fu Panda sequels are ones that I've been meaning to watch for a long time, but they have never been a priority, or I remember that it's like, oh yeah, I want to do that.
I have them if you want to borrow them.
That might be fun.
But yeah, they're gonna make a fourth. The third was, it's weird. There's interstitial series because DreamWorks is notorious for just making so many cartoon-like series out of their properties.
I mean, that was the entire point, is that they wanted to create long-lasting franchises out of their things.
Which sucks because it sucks that they failed to do that with Megamind, which everybody would have loved. And honestly, I think a series about a bad guy learning to be a good guy could be a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe it was too expensive to... Well, no, because they got sound likes.
Okay, General Tsao's center of business.
So yeah, right there I showed off spin attack level 3, so...
If we can get inside and past all the security, we should have access to the purchase records for the wedding.
So let's get to pickpocketing those keys.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. The The keys are designed with a self-destruct feature, and the guards carrying them are in constant radio contact.
I get it. If we steal a key from the first guard, he'll report it in. Then the second guard will destroy his copy before we have time to pull it.
That's right. We need to steal the keys almost simultaneously. Since you're better at this than me, I should probably go first.
All right, I'll take up position behind the target. Call me when you've made the pull, and I'll pounce.
Affirmative.
Must be the same brand of key that Link encounters in dungeons.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I believe those are referred to as antimatter keys.
I'll go for this one.
Although, as people have pointed out,
En route for key number
you could
one.
justify it by saying every lock has its own key in Zelda, even if they look
Except
the same.
that the keys can be used on various doors.
That's true. I've always felt like there's an extra key in Dragon Roost Island, but I could be wrong.
I don't think there is. Might feel like that, though.
To be fair, maybe it's just because I've accidentally sequence broken that dungeon before, but yeah. Although, man, I need to play the randomizer more. Key Sanity seems fun.
So this guard knows that we stole a key.
Right, he would just radio the guy.
The guards call in.
That's the point, but I'm like, why? How did he know?
Oh, because we pickpocketed him, you're right.
Excellent.
By the way, for fun, I have sat there as Sly not getting the key, the second key
Just
before.
to see if there's a fail state.
There is, but it's after like a full minute or something.
Wow.
So it's like, we have to do it almost simultaneously. No, you don't.
But yeah, in Zelda, there's two kinds of Key Sanity mods. There's one where the keys can appear outside the dungeons, and they're not linked to each other, so you can use any key in any dungeon. And then there's the version where they are linked, where you can get like small keys from X dungeon or Y dungeon or Z dungeon. I don't know. It seems kind of fun, and the worst version of it is it can be in loose grass, which is insane.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun drunken stream event. I don't know. Not that I'm a
Nice
drinker,
work.
mind
With
you.
this second key in my Grapple-Cam, I'm all set up for the inner office.
Sure you won't need my help on the inside?
I'm afraid this is a problem only technology can solve.
Right. Well, have fun with your,
Technology.
Don't wait up. This could go all night.
Don't say it like that, Bentley. So is there any place in the series you wish they would have gone, like, geographically wise?
Well, I think I mentioned before that it seemed like they kept wanting to go to Monaco. At least that was like a beta Sly 2 level, but that never happened. Other than that, they never... let's see. Nothing off the top of my head. Maybe like a seat of government somewhere. Like a Washington, D.C. or a London.
Sly, we have to heist the Declaration of Independence.
About the security in this place. Hope your grapple.
Alright, here we come to one of my least favorite new Sly 3 mechanics.
Okay. Grapple-Cam.
This is the Grapple-Cam. Hey, guess what? We gotta invert the camera again.
Whoa.
But yeah, getting around's just awkward.
I have to give them credit for innovation, but
Definitely, but
I don't know if execution. It's one thing for me to watch you do this, and it's another for you to have to endure it.
Over here!
and this is after. This is still my first attempt. Went all the way to the end of episode 4.
Oh man!
So this is at me after having already done this before.
I see.
Nice. Now, sleep dart him so he'll stay on the plate.
Aw. You just know they put those statues there to
All
make
right,
that difficult.
open the door to the upper office.
It also,
Whoever
you know, the
has
grapple
power
cam is a lot
set
about
pressure plate. Make
luring
sure to
guards
turn off the
places, which
door.
can be kind of tedious in stealth games.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture what this equivalent would be. It's not tank controls, but it's like...
Come over to this position.
It reminds me of some kind of... Whoa.
Follow the sound of my voice.
Definitely reminds me of some way of locomotion in a game, but I can't put my finger on it.
Ugly.
Yeah,
Maybe the Spider-Man zip to... Are we above the level? Oh.
Sleep him now while he's on the plate.
Looked like we were out of bounds there
The
for a
way's all
second.
clear. Good thing you've got that afterburner. With nothing to climb on or to jump off of, it'll be your only means to the computer in the upper office.
also, I'm not sure that I can climb, Sly.
Yeah.
They do add one thing to the
Ah.
grapple cam later that makes it a little bit more fun, but certainly these earlier missions are kind of a drag.
Don't be scared, little computer. This won't hurt a bit. The wedding data must be behind these firewalls.
Well, while we're here and just sort of looking at some hacking stuff, I'll go over something that's going to happen in a minute. So, like I talked about last time with the encoding and or the emulator and the errors and the shadows. So, in a minute here, there's going to be the first of two parts where the lack of shadows doesn't just make the game look slightly less advanced. It has a serious impact on some of the scenes. And so what I did, since they were short and kind of important, I re-recorded them using the latest version of the emulator and spliced it in. So you'll get a little taste of what the game footage could have looked like.
Did you have to play through the whole game again to do that?
Fortunately, no. Thanks to Sly 3's ability to replay missions, I just had to select them
thank
again.
goodness.
And also, I held on to save files, virtual memory
That's
cards
smart.
after each session. So
Wide open.
The nuptial network is done.
Genius.
Does nuptial mean marriage? I feel like that word does.
I believe it is related to marriage. Yeah, so that was good.
Thank you.
Round of applause for that alliteration.
Yay! I was only thinking about it the entire time we were hacking. It's time for the time-honored tradition to lie on your resume. Go forward.
Oh, right. I guess before I said that Bentley's pilot outfit was the only like disguise that he got in the game. That's a lie. He gets another one right here.
It'd be nice if you did that, if it would let you take the treasure off the ground. Like, that you would have pickpocketed.
Then there'd be no reason to pickpocket.
That's true.
Oh yeah, and Carmelita's here too.
I swear, serendipity.
This is it. General Tsao's palace.
Hope she doesn't
If we're
turn
gonna
around.
get at the Panda King's daughter, we'll need an inside track on the wedding.
I'm ready with my costume. With some luck, he'll hire me on as the wedding coordinator.
Great. If you get a chance, try to score the rest of us some jobs as well. You can't have enough operatives on the inside.
That's a big ask.
All right, we're now switching over to the better, more advanced footage.
Okay.
You can't come out yet, my
Oh
You can see
yeah, that looks way
Bentley's
better.
shadow.
Please. My father will be so worried. Just let me tell him I'm all right.
Now I'm sad.
You, sir, let me out of this prison. Is this the way you woo your wife? You have shown me nothing but cruelty. I'm so unhappy.
So in the original footage, Jing King's silhouette was not on that door.
Greetings, honorable
I see what you
General
mean.
Tsao. I have heard of your impending marriage and have respectfully come before you to offer my services as wedding coordinator.
How insulting. I need no help.
My apologies. I mean no disrespect.
Given my genius, I am of course completely capable of organizing the event. However, I might be interested in employing a photographer. A day of such momentous import should be captured for future generations to marvel at.
I have one of the world's best photographers on retainer.
Second photography mission in the game.
Well, if he truly is world class, then he might get the honor of chronicling the event. However, I'll need to see some samples before I give him the job.
Of course. I'll have him come by right away.
You'd better not be wasting my time, wedding planner. I get very, very uncharitable when people waste my time.
What a
And
cock.
back. Yeah. So
I mean,
as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's wrong. Jing King's silhouette is supposed to be there.
Of your work. I've placed waypoints in areas with good photographic potential. Approach the guards while in costume, and they'll probably pose for you. Good luck, pal.
Okay, time to see what costume we get. Oh, there's 2 costumes?
Well, there was one for Venice, and now there's this one for
Oh, I
China.
would have just thought it was context sensitive.
Oh, no. Only certain levels have costumes, and those costumes only work in that level.
Right. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, why would they have a dedicated button for Venice if you only use it in Venice?
Maybe so that you know that it won't work everywhere else.
Day, night, sun, moon.
Yes, sir. My mistake.
Listen up, meatheads. General Tsao wants some pictures of his staff, so big smiles all around, or else.
Great shot, but you'll need a few more before talking with General Tsao.
And that line under the photo wouldn't be there if I was using the latest version too.
Huh. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant, like, the text.
No, just that red line underneath the photo graphic. That was also in Sly 2.
Stop there. What's the midnight password?
Easy one. Here you go.
Night, day, moon, moon.
Oh, didn't recognize you.
All right, you stupid guards. Put on some smiles and get in a nice pose. General Tsao wants some happy photos. Get it?
That's a good picture, Sly. One more should be enough to impress the General.
Oh, they phased out of existence.
Ah. You stole their souls.
Wait! Give me the New Year's passcode.
As I expected. Here you go.
I believe the voice for every guard is the same in a chapter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Just being careful.
Okay, you two, look happy. The general would
It's
like
a
a nice
monkey.
couple
Oh, wait, is it a monkey? Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
A nice shot of the couple, and that obnoxious third guy is messing up the couple.
Oh, that's interesting.
Get rid of him.
Wow, that was extreme.
Yeah, there's traps all around here. Why not use them?
That's some lovely photography. Show those shots to the General. I'm sure he'll be impressed.
How much Rick and Morty, if any, have you watched?
Almost none.
Okay.
My
There's
IQ isn't high enough.
Ah, shame. Gosh. Well,
I at least know some of the memes.
well, I did not bring it up because of Szechuan sauce.
Hey, Sly, get a few pictures of the General while you're in there.
It's always a good idea to study your enemy.
See, on the side here, you'll see that Gene King's silhouette is not on the wall,
Paparazzi.
on the door.
Will I ever know a moment of privacy? Make sure you get my good side. It must be quite amusing to observe the effects of power. Why is it that I'm always the center of attention?
But there's a heist episode that
Right
makes fun
shot.
of heists that's
Here,
really
check out
funny.
this pose.
I think it's one of Dan
Impressive,
Harmon's
I
best.
know.
Nice.
That'll do it, Sly. I talk to the general now while you've got him buttered up.
Buttered chicken.
Greetings, General Tsao. As you have no doubt guessed, I'm the world-class photographer, hoping to play a humble role in your upcoming magnificent wedding.
Dial it back,
Let
Sly.
me see a sample of your work. I have a keen eye, a great sense of artistic value. I can tell at a glance if you're world class.
But of course, Your Excellency.
You have a strong sense of compositional regularity and forced perspectivism. These are adequate. You may have the honor of photographing my wedding.
1,000 thank yous, my lord. I'm sure it will be a wedding none of us will ever forget.
Why did Sal think that that bullcrap would work on someone who is a professional photographer?
He basically just, I don't know, when you're that cocky, you tend to, I didn't even mean that. You, I don't know, you tend to just think you can make stuff up and people won't call you out on it. But it's never attractive or impressive.
All right, that just about does it for this part of Sly 3, so I guess we will see you all next time.
Bye-bye.